Doesn't seem like there's a lot of sports going on today, but that's all right. We managed to find us some bets. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason, of course, with a Wednesday edition here of Winning Bets Hump Day. Hope you guys are having a good Wednesday morning. Thanks for kicking it off with me here on Winning Bets. Let's go ahead and recap yesterday. And then a really weird day in sports, as there's not a whole hell of a lot going on in today. But again, as I said in the opening, we did manage to find some bets. Let's recap it, and then we'll go ahead and get on into those. As you guys can see right there, yesterday we went 3-3. So it was an even day and down just a little bit, down 0.4 units, but still very much up positive on the week at plus 1.4 units on the week. What didn't go our way yesterday? We took in that England-Hungary game, World Cup qualifier there in Europe. We took over 2.5 offsides by England, and it ended up being a sweat. But to be fair, boy, I don't even think they got the first offsides till maybe around minute 60 there in that second half. And then they got the second one, I think maybe around minute 85. So only got a true maybe 5-10 minute sweat there with added on injury time. They just weren't getting offsides, which is a shame because obviously if I made that bet, that means the research said it should. And they were getting tons and tons of offsides leading up to that point. England just had a bad day, it seemed. They didn't even win the game. It was a 1-1 draw up against Hungary, so looked like overall just a bad performance there by England, and again, unable to get at least 3+ offsides, so we were tripped up there. And then I gave you guys Giants money line at some point during the day. Look, Giants were at plus 168 at one point, and yesterday afternoon going up against those Dodgers, the same Dodgers that are starting Walker Buehler, the same Buehler that they had beaten in Game 1, got a good 4-0 victory. So yeah, I didn't mind taking a stab at the Giants, so they were unable to get the job done, but again, at plus 168, the best team in baseball who had the best record in baseball, I'll go ahead and take that all day long. Then you guys can see right there, I broke out 2 hockey plays. That basically, guys, was a play on. You've been around this show long enough, and maybe if you haven't, we saw we're both in the NBA underdogs were profitable all season long. We saw in the MLB that the underdogs were profitable through this month and a half. It was around about probably May 10th, May 12th, where the underdogs really started to cool off. And then we also saw in NFL Week 1 that the underdogs were profitable. So that's all I did yesterday in hockey, as there were two games going on. Both of those games were at plus 215 for the underdog. Went ahead and bet them both. Obviously only needed to get one to hit to turn a profit. That's exactly what happened. The Penguins came through with a good victory there up over the defending champions, the Lightning, and at plus 215 made it so we were profitable on the NHL. The Kraken did not come through for us, though. They lost that game 4-3, but still, when you get a big plus 215 winner, you don't need too many of those to hit to be profitable, and that's exactly what we were, going 1-1 in hockey. So when you add all that up, it's a 3-3 day, down 0.4 units, and it was still positive on the week at plus 1.4 units on the week. I'm going to go ahead and hit you guys with an NFL teaser now. I gave you guys an NFL teaser on Twitter yesterday. Let's go ahead and give it to you now here on YouTube. It's for Thursday night's game. I'm going to go ahead and take those Bucks minus 1.5 and over 42.5 points, and got that at minus 125, as you can see at Rivers. I've already broken down this game extensively on the Fox Bet Super 6 app, where we can win $25,000. Go ahead and check out that video. You'll see why I like the Bucks. You'll also see why I like this total to go at over 42.5 points. So we'll roll with that teaser, and let's just hope we don't get the backup quarterback. I thought we had a winning teaser last Thursday, but unfortunately we had Geno Smith enter that game for Russell Wilson. If we get Blaine Gabbert to enter this game for Tom Brady, we'll probably be in equal trouble, just like we were last Thursday, but don't expect that. Expect the GOAT to stay on the field the whole time, and we should get a good cover by the Bucks and a good game to go over 42.5 points. So as I mentioned earlier, just a really slow, very slow day in baseball. Really got no baseball. There's no baseball going on today. Generally speaking, there's really no soccer games going on. And then the sportsbooks haven't given us the NFL player props for Sunday's game yet, so unable to come out with any player props for Sunday's yet action. We'll still be looking to ride out our usual players. We'll look to ride out, one Bills player, look to ride out Gesicki, or like Dan Arnold. He's been hot for us lately. We'll look to maybe ride out a few players that we know that we can trust, and we'll look to put some money up in our profit. But as for today, I'm just going right back to those NHL underdogs. And guys, you're only tailing me because you've been around this channel long enough. And again, you witnessed that the NBA, the MLB, and the NFL underdogs were all profitable, at least in the beginning of the season. And if you're not, then I'm hitting you with that information for the first time, and that is certainly accurate information. Anybody who's been around here can back me up on that those three sports, the underdogs were profitable in the beginning. So I'm just going to go right back to the well here on the NHL. You saw where we got one of the two to cash last night. It was already profitable. There's 5 NHL games going on tonight. I've basically, since I decided to do this last night, committed myself to doing this. I'm thinking probably for about 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, once I start, you're not going to stop until, it becomes unsuccessful. And after one night of NHL, it was successful. So I'll go right back to it. 5 NHL games tonight. Gone ahead and bet all the underdogs. So let's do the Rangers at plus 115 over a points bet. Let's go ahead and do the Ducks at plus 135 over a points bet. Let's go ahead and do the Canucks at plus 168 over a FanDuel. Let's go ahead and do the Blackhawks at plus 176 over a FanDuel. And to round it out for our NHL underdogs, Canadians at plus 165 over at BetRivers. Again, guys, you're only tailing me on these because you also like that same strategy and you like how the trend is underdogs have been cashing early on the season. Because I'm not giving you any analysis. I don't watch hockey. I don't know hockey on any level. The only analysis, the only trend I'm following is underdogs are profitable in the beginning. That's it. That's the only single one. No analysis other than that. Let's see if we can't get at least 3 of these 5 dogs to cash for us and put some money up in our pocket. Again, no baseball today, no NFL player props for Sundays. I want to do my dog of the day. I want to get back to that though. I did it 2 days ago, did it again yesterday. Got 2 days ago's dog to go ahead and cash. I want to get back onto that. That's fun, providing you guys with a dog of the day. Again, there's no real soccer going on today. There is some North America World Cup qualification. That's actually where I went for my dog of the day. There's 2 games in particular that I really like the under on. Canada's playing Panama and United States is playing Costa Rica. All 4 of those teams have had 5 games so far in this qualification, and 4 of those 5 games have all cashed the under. Well, they've got the under 2 juiced up. They've got one, I think, at like minus 170. Another one about minus 145. The one at minus 145, you could go ahead and play. That's certainly under my threshold. But the fact is, these aren't 4 teams that I follow all that hell of a lot close either. So if I'm going to bet an under 2.5, I want to feel comfortable and that I really know it other than just going off one stat of 4 of the 5, which is a hell of a stat. I mean, 4 of the 5 cashing under 2.5, but I just don't know a whole hell of a lot. What do I like better in these? I'm going to put a half unit on the draw. I'm just going to put a half unit on each of these 2 draws and see if one of these games can end of a draw. So Canada, Panama, it's at plus 290 for the draw. Again, put half a unit on it. And USA, Costa Rica, half a unit on the draw at plus 370. Again, not a whole hell of a lot of analysis, not a lot going on in sports, but want to at least do my dog of the day, want to get back into that. So I figured that'll at least be the only bet I've got today. There's not a lot going on. So, and again, not games, not teams I know a whole hell of a lot. So I'm not going to sit here and feed you guys a line of bullshit that I know this and here's the analysis to go with this, the support that this will be a draw. It's plus money bets. It's my dog of the day. Put a half unit on each one of these. One of these 2 hits and we'll win basically either a unit or a little bit over a unit if we can get one of these 2 to hit. So that's what we'll do today, and obviously look to get back on it tomorrow. We got NFL Thursday night football. We also have baseball tomorrow. We've got game 5, the elimination game for each of these teams between Dodgers, Giants. We'll look to get a bet in on that. But yeah, just not a lot going on in sports today. But again, let's have some fun with these NHL underdogs. Let me know if you're going to go ahead and tail. I know a lot of you guys have been around here for a while, and you know personally that those dogs in the basketball and the soccer, or the basketball, the baseball, and the football were profitable. So I'm curious if anybody's going to go ahead and take a stab with me. We were profitable last night. Let's see if we can be profitable today. Just drop a comment. Let me know if you're going to take a stab with me on these NHL underdogs. Otherwise, let's come back tomorrow. We'll start rolling out some soccer bets for the weekend on tomorrow's show, and then we'll see if we can add another player prop to Thursday night football. Otherwise, guys, go enjoy your hump day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today, and check out my other great videos in these corners.